Hello and welcome to another episode of the Gohndim and Gilmore Show. Today's episode is brought to you by the Boston News Network, the only new age digital newspaper that brings you only the facts. Hello everyone and welcome to a very special Christmas edition releasing on Christmas. To all you Jews out there, this is Christianity time. We're joined with a special guest, Juicy J. We're going to discuss some holiday topics. Before we get into it, a little bit of housekeeping. We had a creative writing episode that's going to release before this, and we didn't know who submitted the winning poem. That was my fault, logistics-wise. The winner was our very own head mod, Flexer. Flexer, DM me. You've already added me on Steam, I think. I'll get you your $5 Steam gift card, okay?
Congratulations, Flex. We're very happy for you.
All right, let's get into it, gentlemen, boys and girls. Gilmore, we know that you're Jewish. Neo's like the anti-Jew here. What are your guys' holiday plans and traditions? What are you guys doing today? I guess on pretending it's Christmas or maybe even Christmas Eve. What are your guys' plans?
My Christmas plans. Okay, so what I typically do on Christmas is I'll be at my mom's house, seeing the family, all the traditional Christian holiday events. Like we always read the Bible in the morning. We'll read like either Mark or John. And then after that, we open the presents, and then we'll watch the Christmas parade, and just kind of hang out. But we always try to center Jesus, because obviously, we're losing that in the modern world. And, I'm happy that my family tries to keep that, I guess. And, we don't fall for the commercialization of the holidays and Christmas specifically. So definitely going to keep Jesus and just keep family.
So since your history is like, your background's like Southern Baptist, do you have an angel on the top of your tree or a star?
We do a star. What does Southern Baptist have to do with that?
I don't know. I just pictured an angel on top of the tree. I don't know.
I think we do a star normally. We always do a star. I don't think we've ever done an angel that I can remember.
Do you think it's sacrilege juice? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and actually growing up, being Southern Baptist, my parents never let me believe in Santa Claus. Actually, I never believed in that, which is kind of kept it very, very religious, very non-secular, commercialized. So kind of funny.
I had that on a previous outline draft. I must have lost it. I was going to ask, what age do you guys stop believing in Santa Claus? So you never believed Jews, Gilmore. I assume that you were. How were you raised as a little Jew kid?
In terms of Christmas, so what we would do, speaking of commercialization of the holiday and taking a religion out of it, every year we'd go to my grandparents' house to celebrate Christmas, although my entire family is Jewish, except for my grandfather on that side. So we would go there during the day. We would literally just like eat lunch and then do presents and then eat dinner and then leave. So we were very commercialized for our Christmas celebration.
Wow. So you didn't believe in I almost said Christmas, in Santa Claus either?
I didn't believe in Christmas or Santa Claus. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Can you imagine growing up as a kid and not believing in the magic of Christmas? I remember when I was very, very young, getting driven home from my grandmother's house in a 1991 Ford Freestar, and my mother used to tell my sister and I that the red blinking light on the top of the water tower was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, you just missed all that magic growing up. No wonder people are depressed and sad these days. That's fucked up.
Well, just on that note, instead of believing in Santa Claus, I believe that there was a different being that gave out presents for Hanukkah, which we called Hanukkah Harry.
Oh, wait, actually,
a joke or not?
It's not
actually,
a joke.
I celebrated Hanukkah growing up too because my grandpa was Jewish. Like my grandma had remarried and he's Jewish. So like we would also like do all the Hanukkah traditions. Like he would like read from the Torah or whatever, like the passages, and then we would like light the candles. So I actually grew up celebrating like Hanukkah and Christmas too because of my grandma.
So we're literally the exact opposite because my grandma remarried and married someone who was Catholic.
Yeah, so I actually grew up doing both. So kind of funny.
Oh my God. But didn't believe in Santa Claus, or we fucked up.
So I'm not as anti-Jew as it would seem, especially around the holidays. I will say that we only listen to
It
Christian
warms your
music.
heart.
Yeah, I will say that we only listen to Christian music around the holidays, and I just saw a reel on my Instagram, and it said that the Jews pushed all the secular music in the 50s, and there was a lot of Jewish songwriters. So I'm a little concerned about that, but I think we maybe should get back to more Christian Christmas songs. But that's just a personal take of mine.
Juice, is there an all-time best Christmas gift that you received?
Um, in terms of how I felt, I probably was when I was a kid. I probably got like there's this train set I got, like one of the wooden ones or whatever. It was like
Mm.
super big, and it came with this like big table. That was probably the best gift I got. The worst thing that happened on Christmas, I'll just include this really quick too, is my cousins had came over one year, like my second cousins or something, and they like destroyed like all my Lego sets.
Oh
That
my
was pretty
God.
that was pretty devastating.
That's like a war crime when you're young.
Yeah, and like the problem was they mixed all the sets together, so it
Oh
was
my
like the fall
god.
of it was like the fall of Rome. So like I spent like years trying to like rebuild it. It was just never the same. Like it was just fucked. So that was probably
That
the
is
worst
fucked up.
experience I had on Christmas. But anyway,
Gilmore, all-time favorite Hanukkah present?
I got a probably the Nintendo 64 is probably my best ever.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't even know what mine would be. I can't think of like one that was like the greatest. I can think of like random times when my parents bought us presents to like shut us up on a car ride or something. But I can't think of like what I would pick for the all-time greatest Christmas present. I don't have a good answer for it, so I have to skip. Moving on, Juice. Do you think that Christmas movies have to return to more faith-based groundings? I'm trying to get what your top three Christmas movies are.
yeah, I think Christian morality centered movies are really good. So like It's a Wonderful Life, very Christian morality, A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, very Christian morality. Those are my top two. I don't even know what my third one. And then I guess I throw in a fun one like Elf. Though I'm not opposed to like secular or funny movies or anything like
I hate
that.
Elf. Elf is terrible.
I think
People that
Elf
like
is like
Elf is a red
well,
flag.
I agree. I knew you were gonna say that, but I think Elf is just so like to me it's just so stupid and so I don't know, like it's just like post funny or something. I
It's
don't
so
know.
bad. I'm blanking on the actor's name even right
It's so
now.
bad it's good.
I
I
hate
Will
like
Ferrell?
all that. Yeah,
it's
I
so
hate
bad
like
it's
all of his movies. Yeah.
Dude, that's like so I made a list of my top three favorite Christmas movies, and that was number 2 for me.
Okay, let's run through your list. We have juices.
All right, so number 1 was Home Alone.
See,
No,
okay, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
number 2 is Elf. And I'm gonna guess you've never seen this one. My third one's Bad Santa.
Yeah, I've seen Bad Santa. What do you mean? Why would you guess I've never seen that?
Because you've seen like 4 movies ever.
I've seen some Christmas movies, okay. I've actually, well, that's a spoiler alert. Maybe we'll talk about it more in my year-end review special, but my goal for the end of next year, one of my goals is to log 100 movies on Letterboxd, okay? So
In 1 year?
by the end of 2026, I've already started the journey, okay?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So like, what is that? Even if it was just 1 year, 100, that's like one every 3 point some days. So
Yeah,
pretty
it's
doable.
tough. Yeah, we'll see.
I've been logging a lot because I've just been walking at the gym, so I just put on a movie. Anyway. My list, top three Christmas movies of all time, and this was very hard for me because I do love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday by far. Number one, got to give it to Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The 2000 movie just had its 25th anniversary. Number two, Die Hard, which I heard neither of you guys have seen, which is upsetting. And number three, A Christmas Story. Not even because I like it so much, but because it's like on all the time and it's like the most Christmassy movie. You know, the guy gets the Red Ryder BB gun and you'll shoot your eye out. I don't know. There's so many like classic. I don't know. Just to me, that's like the eponymous Christmas movie or something. So
All right, I'll take your word that Die Hard's a good movie, but I guess
I can't believe neither of you have seen Die Hard though. Bruce Willis, Yippee Ki
I've had it
motherfucker.
like in my to watch list for a very long time, but
See, there's like a debate in the Christmas community whether Die Hard counts as a Christmas movie, but it opens with like Christmas music, ends with Christmas music. It happens at a Christmas party. Like I feel like it's Christmas,
yeah, I think any movie that just has Christmas happening during the movie is a Christmas movie.
I think I really enjoyed Home Alone when I was younger, but I don't think it's that great of a movie. I guess I'm sorry. Since your wife is a big Harry Potter fan, does she count those as like Christmassy movies?
Well, that's a good point. Although it's kind of like each book is the entire year, so I guess all of them kind of have a Christmas part, right?
But a lot of people like associate those with the holidays for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why even.
Yeah, I think it's just because there is some holiday celebrations during all the books. I don't know if it's during all of them, but during at least the first few.
This one might also be a non-answerable question given you guys' knowledge of movies, but The Nightmare Before Christmas, is that a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? The Tim Burton animated movie.
I mean, I actually just watched this for the first time this year, and it was really good actually. And I think isn't the kind of the beauty of it that it's an in-between movie and you can kind of watch it anytime from Halloween to Christmas. I mean, why do we have to define it and put it into one category? I guess that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the movie.
Oh my God! So you're saying that it's not a binary? Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's probably, yeah. Like, I don't know why we have to say it's a Halloween or a Christmas movie. I don't know.
Gilmore, have you seen it or no?
I have seen it several times. I'm kind of with Neo on this one. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think it does work for both holidays.
I feel like it's definitely more a Christmas movie, but it's just Halloween themed. I don't know. It seems weird, but I agree.
I would say that, yeah. Definitely more Christmassy, but
Okay. So Gilmore loses against Juice and I. This is something I was thinking about. I can't remember who I was talking to. Someone said that they'd never gone sledding on a very big hill or something. Have you guys gone sledding? And when's the last time you've done it?
well, I did grow up in the South, so this was kind of a rare opportunity for me. But there were a couple times when it had snowed a little bit. I mean, we did have a hill in our backyard, so despite growing up in the deep South, I have experienced the joy of sledding. Um, so yeah, I actually did get to do that, which is kind of surprising coming from the South. So yep.
Yeah, we would go sledding pretty much every year. I'm from the Northeast, so it snows a decent amount up here. We also had you guys ever been tobogganing before?
Yeah, of course.
So we had a toboggan. So we were like really cool with this like gigantic toboggan on these like tiny hills when I was a kid.
When you say you went sledding all the time, like as a kid or every year, like how often would you go during like the winter season?
Probably like at least 2-3 times.
Jesus, we used to as kids. At least the winters we had good snow, and we had a lot of them when we were growing up. But we'd go sometimes twice a day. I mean, it was just a thing that we did. It was fun.
Yeah, I miss
Um,
those days of innocence.
Moving on to the more commercial aspects of Christmas, just a quick question. How much do you guys spend on presents, particularly for like family and significant others? Do you guys still go all out? Gilmore, I'm particularly interested in you being a dink.
So we're not like big present people in my family. Don't make any Jewish jokes, please. Uh, we tend to just get presents for like my parents on their birthday or like Mother's Day and Father's Day, but we really don't do presents for like Christmas or Hanukkah or holidays like that anymore. Ever since I was like a kid.
Oh my God, Juice, how much you spending on all your lady friends this year?
Um, it's always proportional. I try to, see what they get me and then I'll spend a little on them. But I don't really do on the day presents. I like to spread it out during the month of December. Um,
Little
and
surprises for the lovers. Oh my God.
yeah, I think it just works better that way instead of just doing all the gifts on Christmas. I think spreading it out. I think that's probably something I picked up from the Hanukkah tradition and my grandpa. We would get presents throughout the December sometimes, and I kind of always liked that. So I got kind of incorporated that into my own life now. Um, so yeah, but in terms of how much I'm spending, like overall on everybody, probably less than 1,000. Like not too much.
Oh my God, that's a lot of fucking money. I think I, at most in a year, will spend money on like probably 6 to 7 people, depending on my current situation. And I probably target like a $30 to $50 gift, nothing too big. I don't really like getting presents as an adult or giving them. So, yeah, it's kind of I don't know, it's fun to do something small, but.
Wait, so Neo, I have a follow up for you. So when you say you try to get something in proportion with what your girl at the time is getting you, so if they like hand you a gift, do you like weigh like look at it and be like, this probably costs you $400, and then you like turn around real quickly and like take money out of like a wallet and put it into like an envelope, or how do you do that?
I'm just not trying to get my girlfriend. Like if my girlfriend's spending more money than I'm spending on her, that's not a good look for me as a man.
Yeah, it's a
But at the
terrible
same
look. Yeah.
time, yeah, that's a terrible look. But at the same time, I'm not trying to get taken advantage by these. Oh, I don't want to use the wrong word here in the Christmas spirit, but these girls. You
You
can
should
really
probably
get used.
target like at most like 15% more than what she gives you.
Exactly. So you want to do like maybe 15% is pretty good actually. I like that, but just a little edge, just to say that you spent more. I kind of apply this to all my dating aspects though. So I'm not opposed to my girl like paying for our food if we go out for like something like cheap, like Chipotle or something every once in a while. But I'm gonna still pay the majority of the time. But you just want to make sure they're not using you in the
Mm.
relationship. So I do let them pay every once in a while. Um, that's kind of my philosophy in dating as a whole, though, and I would apply that to Christmas as well, I guess.
That tracks. That tracks. Do we have any further Christmas topics before we jump into some quickfire questions for Juice? Gilmore, where do you want to go?
I think that's all I have. But if I think of anything else during your quickfire questions, I'll throw it out there.
Okay, before I ask Juice these 10 questions, I'm going to ask you one question. Gilmore, have you ever kissed anyone under the mistletoe?
I don't recall ever like being in a place where there was mistletoe. If I'm being completely frank about that.
You never had that. You never had that one friend that brought one as a joke, and he thinks it's really funny to like wag it over his penis.
No, but maybe one day.
I hope we meet sometime. Anyway, Juice, are you ready for 10 questions here, Christmas themed?
Sure. I didn't know this was
All right.
happening, but I'm ready.
What food do you leave out for Santa Claus?
Cookies. and
Which
milk.
reindeer was the greatest of them all?
Rudolph.
At what temperature does water freeze in Celsius?
32.
Was the Grinch justified in hating the Who's at least a little?
Yes.
Does
That's
it
like a-
suck?
Wait, why?
I can expand on that. Yeah, I think the Grinch is like a modern and the popularity of Looks Magazine and Looks Are Everything and the popularity of people like Clav. I think that's a true insight into looks matter and looks are the most important thing. And he was totally shunned because he was ugly. And if you're not Looks Magazine and if you're not a Chad and if you're not 6'2", you're getting left behind. So if you're a sub 3 like the Grinch, like you're just gonna get shunned by society and you're just gonna have to like isolate Max. And I think it's a really a great story, especially in the modern age when Looks Magazine has gone so mainstream. I think it's a great message, and I think he's definitely justified in hating like the normies who isolate him just because he's a sub 3.
All right, that's a take. All right. Moving on. Does it suck having no snow in the South for Christmas?
Yeah, I'd say growing up, I've always wanted, because all the songs and the culture, it's all about the snow and whatever. So it's definitely, it feels a little weird to be left out of that. So, but I will say though, the few years it does snow, it's really special. Like it'll snow every couple years in the South, and that'll be really special. But I did wish it snowed more growing up for sure though.
What should you buy your women for Christmas if you have multiple women to buy for?
Probably stuff that's gonna benefit you, like clothes, accessories, stuff like that.
Oh my god!
Lingerie,
Like lingerie?
lingerie, like like a Christmas theme, like red. That's my favorite lingerie color. Is probably like a bright red, stuff like that. Let me just include that. Yeah. But I think that's good. A self-serving gift. But you don't want it to be too self-serving, or else women are pretty smart nowadays. They'll catch on.
How awful would it be to have a Christmas birthday?
Oh, my sister has a Christmas birthday, and
oh my god, doxed.
Yeah, I know, big ducks.
We'll book that out. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's pretty bad, is what you're saying?
I'd say it's pretty bad. Yeah, I know people who have Christmas birthdays, and it doesn't seem that good. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
This is where I thought I had it in the outline earlier. At what age did you stop believing in Santa Claus? You didn't believe in him. So number 9, how many Jews did you wish a happy Hanukkah to?
Probably just one, just my grandpa.
You didn't even wish QF a happy Hanukkah?
Not yet, but I can do that for sure.
You better do that now.
Or me. It's currently Hanukkah, so.
I'll think about it. Okay, next question.
Cool.
Last and final question: what is the best Christmas song?
The best Christmas song? I don't know. Actually, that's a. I think I like "O Little Town of Bethlehem." That's a classic.
Oh my god!
And I like Drummer Boy too. I don't even know the title, but like the Drummer Boy one, that's pretty good too.
All right, short and sweet Christmas episode. Do we have anything else to cover before we do our outro here, Gilmore?
I think that's all I got. I'm kind of bummed that our good friend Neo Juice is unwilling to wish me a happy Hanukkah, but other than that, it was a pleasure to have you here.
I can wish you a happy holidays. Just happy holidays.
I actually prefer that, so thank you.
That's what you guys enforced on us during the war on Christmas, and when I was growing up in the 2000s and 2010s, there was this war on Christmas, and you forced happy holidays on us, and I think it's only justified that I give you a happy holidays back now that you took Christmas from us.
That's happy holidays, Gilmore.
Happy holidays.
And thank you, everyone, for listening to this special Christmas episode of the Gohndim and Gilmore podcast. This Christmas season, we are especially thankful for everyone in our small but growing community, and we thank you for being here with us. Find all of our links in the podcast description below, and be sure to join our Discord server. Thanks again for listening and for all of your support. Merry Christmas to all.
Bye-bye.